Hello and welcome. You're watching Fresh Box Office and I'm Dev Meher. I'm a filmmaker from India and today we're going to review Jab Harry Met Sejal. Now this film is a love story. As humans, why do we fall in love? The most painful thing in life and the most blissful thing. Perhaps there's no better way to live than embrace both these things. Perhaps this is the highest order of inspiration, but I was invaded by all these thoughts and I was watching Jab Harry Met Sejal. Jab Harry Met Sejal has all the trappings of a typical Bollywood drama, but it still doesn't feel typical at all. Whether you like Imtiaz Ali or not, whether you like his films or not, there's one thing that you cannot take away from that person is he has got a perspective on love and longing. For good or bad, Imtiaz Ali in this film is in a bubble of his own, and he serves you a delicate, beautiful story, but still it is riddled with too much mush, and probably that is why it is keeping people away from theatres. The story on the surface is quite simple. Anushka is Sejal. Sejal means flowing river, but she's trapped. She's touring Europe with her family and friends and fiancé, but she loses her engagement ring, and that gives her life a U-turn because she decides to stay back because of the altercation with her fiancé and look for the ring. Now Shah Rukh is Harry, the tour guide, who is unhinged, but he's trapped in his own way. How the odd couple meet and how they fall in love is ultimately the story. But this is just what happens plot-wise. There's much more that is happening underneath in the space of days that pass between them. Many hidden and suppressed emotions emerge and take seize. Things that were not important to them start becoming much more important. They come to front and center. That did happen in Highway and Tamasha, but particularly there I think the characters were much more likable. Here the characters are very difficult to be invested at because the man is so raffish and so carefree while the woman is conceited and a little standoffish. The film is not being received so well and I can completely understand why. Because the director decides to give the characters the luxury of being dissatisfied, although everything is covered for them, everything is sorted. They have a life and they have the means and can do anything that they want. So what is the problem? There's a guy who's being visited by his paddy fields in his dreams, which he left in his childhood in Punjab, and now he's a tour guide in Europe. So he has a hollow in the heart. He's defined by it. He's defined by his longing for his country, for his motherland, for the paddy fields. Perhaps Imtiaz Ali has decided to just throw a smattering of hints and not explain it as well, but I think it's a matured way of depicting a character. So while Harry is lonely and looking for a mate, Sejal is soul searching and looking for herself. I think this is beautiful. Technically, the film is top of the league in all departments. It's been shot very stylishly, even more stylishly than most European films shot in Europe. The music has got value, soul, tonality, rhythm, almost everything, you name it. Hawaii has been sung so beautifully that it shoots an arrow into your heart. Anushka, for the first time in her career, she has invested so much into one performance. I just loved it. While all the other performances are average, this film strangely reminds me of Before Sunrise. It also has glimpses of Tamasha. I remember this one scene where Harry and Sejal are escaping goons and they are hiding on a boat, in which Sejal, very vulnerably and almost terrified, she asks Harry what is she supposed to do if they force upon her. This actually reveals a lot about her character and Harry is really stunned, and these are the little masterstrokes when you see Imtiaz Ali. He is behind the scenes making all the magic happen. Harry, in another scene, he says that you are the person who could save me. It's a brilliant line, comes at a brilliant time and almost takes a sway in your heart. At a runtime of 2 hours and 30 minutes, the film could have been a little brisker and a little sharper and hence crisper in the second half especially, but the film actually plods and limps and fails actually quite miserably in its inability to utilize the enormous fertility of the existing plot. However, there are moments. There are moments where more is said and less is spoken. There are moments where we can dwell and meditate on why love is so important in life. These are the moments that I take home from theatre. Thank you for watching Fresh Box Office. Stay tuned, do like, share and subscribe. You take care, see you at the movies.